Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video day, and today the Orlando Magic have traded for Desmond Bane, who averaged 19 points per game this season and is a career three-point shooter of 41%. The Orlando Magic, I've kept saying this all season, and I've said it a couple times in the offseason. They are such a good team when it comes to defense. One of the league's best in defense. And that's what makes them such a good team. And I don't look at them this year as a real 7 seed. They were the 7 seed, but keep in mind Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner missed a lot of time this year. I think they probably would have been, I would say, maybe the 5 seed, 6 seed if those guys stay healthy. But there was still a real problem for this team when it came to the shooting, the bad shooting, the bad offense this team has, and now you help fix that and soften that wound with adding in Desmond Bane, a 41% three-point shooter. And, he's averaged 19 points per game this year when he's that third option in Memphis. I guess he will be that third option in Orlando, but I think Orlando needs him to score more than Memphis did. I mean, look at Bane in the 2023-24 season, where John Morant's missing a lot of time and Jaren Jackson missed some time. He averaged 23.5 points per game in 42 games, and from three shot 38%. His first 3 seasons, he did shoot over 40% from three. Last 2 seasons, he has not. Now, this year was 39%. Last year was 38%. But has just been great in these last 3 seasons. And let's talk about what Orlando is giving up in this deal. It is a big package. Cole Anthony, former first-round pick, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, their big signing last offseason, are going to are going to Memphis in this deal. And then also 4 first-round picks and 1 first-round pick swap are going. These picks have not been announced yet, but I would bet it's pick 7. Their 2 first-round picks, Orlando's their first-round picks, which is 16 and 25. I would bet that those are 2 of the 4 first-round picks going over. I don't think those 2 first-round picks are a huge loss. It'll be interesting to know what the 2 future first-round picks could be, but Memphis, going into the day, did not have any first-round picks in this year's draft. That is 10 days away. Now, very well possible could have 2, if not 2, 1. I bet anything that Orlando's getting. Orlando's giving up the pick 16. The question is, does pick 25 also be involved in this deal? But I think so. But this is still a great addition for Orlando. I believe they needed offense. They needed shooting. Desmond Bane brings that. It's a tough loss to lose Cole Anthony, who was great for their bench. But they've still got a bunch of great young guards. They got Anthony Black, who's rising. I think he's a really nice young stud. So I think they're fine when it comes to losing Cole Anthony. He's a great player, but I think he'll be okay. And then so this year, Cole Anthony averaged 9 points per game. It was the first season of Cole Anthony's career where he did not average double-digit points per game. That's because his minutes went down by 4 this year. I think the interesting thing with Cole Anthony is he is going to play. Never mind. I thought Greg played in. Well, yeah, Greg played for. Well, they weren't called Memphis, but they were called Vancouver. They were called the Vancouver Grizzlies. But so he is going to play for the team that his father played for, but it's in Memphis, not in Vancouver. But so the other guy that they are getting in the deal is Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and he was their big signing. Orlando's big signing. Was a major signing. This was what they were supposed to bring in 3-point shooting wise, because it wasn't like this year was just a bad 3-point shooting year. The last 2 years they've been in the playoffs, being the 5 and 7 seed in the last 2 seasons. Even though they've been really good, they've still been really bad 3-point shooting wise. And so this was their attempt with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, to bring in a guy who could help with 3-point shooting. And You look at his last seasons before, 2023-24 season, 40% from 3, 2022-23 season, 42% from 3, 21-22 season, 39% from 3, 2020-21 season, 41% from 3, and 39% in the 2019-20 season. And the reason I bring up all those percentages is because that's the guy they were bringing in. Kind of like how Bane's three-point shooting, like this is the guy that, this is supposed to be the addition for them the last offseason. And what does he come in and do? He shoots more attempts than he had in the last 2 seasons from 3 and shoots 34% from 3. So that percentage for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope goes down by over 6%. And his points per game go down. A lot of stats go down for him. Only 8.7 points per game. He's very good defensively, and so that was a good addition for this Orlando team. But they signed him to a lot of money, and mainly to come in and shoot the ball, and he didn't do it. His percentage dropped down by 6%. Now, I would say for KCP, I've been predicting this, that next season he'll bounce back and have a better year from three-point shooting. And I thought that whether he was going to get traded or, be in Orlando again next year. And so I think it should be interesting. And the thing I'll finish off with is this is the first time there's been a trade while the NBA Finals or NBA playoffs are still going on since the 2020-21 season. And what trade was that? That was Al Horford for Kemba Walker. Al Horford got sent back to Boston going into the 21-22 season of the 2021. During the 2021 second round playoffs, Al Horford and Kemba Walker got swapped, and there were some draft picks involved. That was the last time you saw a trade during the playoffs. And you might see 2, because a Kevin Durant trade might be coming. As far as we know, the NBA Finals are going to be going on until Game 6. The Finals are gonna at least, unless there's no Game 7 and this series ends in 6 games, which I think this could be a 7-game series, the Finals are going to be going on at least until Thursday. And maybe all the way until next week on Sunday, on June 22nd, because the Game 7 would be a week from today. So, I don't know. There might be more than one trade happening in the next week while the finals are still going on if this series goes to 7 games. I expect a Kevin Durant trade in the next week, I believe. So, let me know your thoughts on the trade for the Orlando Magic in the comment section, and peace out.